I'm not sure who I'm speaking to, but the message that is coming through is that you have had some major gaslighters. You have had some people that made you feel like because you are sensitive, because you have a vulnerability about you, because you have this inner knowing, this innate wisdom and gift, you have been made that there was something wrong with you. There were a group of people and a certain individual that perhaps was leading this that I'm picking up on that made you feel like you should be ashamed of yourself, that there was something where you revealed a sensitive part of yourself, something where you revealed something that was kind of really close to your heart, where I'm kind of sensing that this isn't being the only time this has happened in your life. I feel like during your life, you have had people made you feel like there is something wrong with you. You are too sensitive. You are kind of ridiculing you, kind of making you feel like you are less than, when this is your gift, this is your power. Being vulnerable, sensing energies, seeing beyond the veil, this is your gift. And I'm picking up on something where you had a situation that maybe you were at your lowest point, because you go through these transformations. And it's kind of like people were preying on the fact that you were going through something, that you were challenged, that you were really needing support. And in this support, I feel like this was taken advantage of. It's kind of like where you're showing someone your most sensitive side and they're using that against you. They're using that to ridicule you. I'm getting something around showing your wounds, showing something that you were going through, and this certain individual or people around you were using it to kind of make you feel bad about yourself. But what I am getting is that you have moved away from this. You were going through something quite huge in the transformational energy, and you go through this a lot during your life where challenges arise. And I feel like this is why you don't like to have a lot of people around you to support you, because people have used this against you. People have used what is so beautiful about you and what is your gift, and they've used this to turn it against you. But what I'm getting is you're 100% moved away from this and coming out of it. And I picked some similar cards in the last reading where you are in this energy of growing into this next evolution of yourself. And we go through many transformations in our life where we are always evolving, moving with the planetary movements, especially with what is going on with Uranus and Gemini, is very revolutionized movement. And you underwent some huge opening is what I'm getting. And this card says opening up with this rose here. And I picked the Six of Wands again, which we picked in the last reading, where you are coming up victorious. You use this transformation. You use something that was quite difficult for you, again, in a transformation where you're coming out of this in a new energy. And you're using this to your advantage. And people are not liking that you're moving away, but this is how you move. This is the steps you take. And again, I get this kind of reluctantness to ask for help, because people have always used this against you, where they have tried to have power over you because they have helped you in some way, that they wanted you to become reliant on them when you just needed support. And you needed some friendship, you needed some type of support system, whether it was your family, friends, a connection. And then these people are annoyed because you're moving on. These people are annoyed that you transformed out of this energy, which you do because you healed yourself, and then you're moving on, and they're getting annoyed because you're not reliant on them. You're not, you're not reliant on them, and they're making you feel like you've done something wrong. So this kind of the message that is coming through, that I very much feel that you're moving away from a lot of old connections, and you're coming into your own. You're coming into this new, I'm hearing a new era. So let's see what else comes through. Yeah, the villain. I feel that you are very much called back your power. And I very much get an energy that is people not taking advantage of you, you putting up huge boundaries. And even though you have this soft feminine energy, you have an open heart, you are caring and empathetic towards people. You are not letting people take the piss out of you, pretty much. And it's like you have been through trials and tribulations time and time again with individuals or with certain groups, certain collectives that have always tried to bring you down. When you have something that is this, again, I'm getting the sensitivity about you, and people trying to really keep you there and using this against you. But I'm seeing this villain card as you calling back your power and using this to source yourself, to fuel yourself into the next paradigm, is what I'm hearing. Because you don't stay stuck for very long, you keep it moving. And I feel that a lot of people around you, are just not really liking this. But I'm hearing you will find the right people. Because there's something about maybe not always feeling like you did fit in, or you had that home life. Maybe your home life was turbulent. Maybe you didn't have there were something in a dynamic with your family where you didn't have the support for what you needed energetically for the type of the type of person you are. It's like you are very like an enigma. You're very different. This energy is very much that lone wolf, because this is how you grew up. This has been your childhood. This has been connections in your life. And people just maybe don't understand how you move, don't understand how your energy transpires. And I feel like you are always, when you transform yourself, that phoenix of the rising, you might come back looking different. You might come back even better. You always come back stronger. And it's like, you might be down, and we all go through those periods where we're healing, where something has happened. But in those heartbreaks and in those times where you're healing, you use this and you actually do the thing that you say you were going to do, where some people just sit around and are still in the same place, still doing the same thing and not really going anywhere, just talking the talk. But like, what are you doing with your life? But you were different. And this is what they don't like about you, because you're always elevating, you always have success. You might be down for a little while, but you always get back up and you accomplish things, because you learned from when you were young that you didn't have anyone there to do the things for you. You didn't have the support. And this is why, maybe like I was saying, you didn't have that nourishment in a home life, and in what you have found as security. And because it's these connections, this trust that people have compromised, when you have opened up to them, they have turned it against you. And then they've turned against you and made it into some kind of mockery, where you are not a mockery. You are a spiritual leader. You are someone with some very heightened gifts, and your mission here is like very different to maybe some of the people that you are in connection with. And maybe some of these people actually do look up to you, but are annoyed at themselves because they can't move forward, because they are stuck in the same place. And there's a projection around this that they are projecting on you, because you are doing the thing that you said you're going to do, and you're moving on. And sometimes you have to, unfortunately, let these people go. But you had to let go of this because I feel there were a lot of cords that were pulling on your energy and bringing you down. Or it's like you need to be free. You need to thrive, and anything that is going to be draining you or not of your highest good, you will easily cut people out, I'm hearing, because you know that if you want to do anything in this life, you are the one who is going to get it done, is what I'm getting. And I feel there's something in your energy that is very much changing, where people are like feeling you have left, feeling like they're missing your energy. And I very much sense that in yourself, you are feeling more powerful. You are feeling more like you are ready to take on the world, because I very much see something that you are going to be working on, or you currently are you're working towards or working on, is going to be very successful, because you're using your pain, you're using the enemies, you're using all this energy to fuel this, to have your own success. Because again, you have this energy that I am the one who needs to do the thing. I'm not going to just talk like shit, but or I'm actually going to do the thing, is what I'm getting. And you have. And let's see, like the last message. I very much get that there's going to be a new group of people that are around you, a collective, or some type of, I'm seeing you being more on this energy where you're going to be attracting the people that are meant to be brought on your path in this next stage of your life. I very much get you're not, the people are not going to choose you, you're leaving them behind. You don't need anyone to choose you, you're going to choose yourself. And what I get is the right people are going to be brought on your path. And this is what a lesson that you had learned, because you learned that calling back your energy and calling back your power, and that you're not going to take crap. You're not going to take people treating you less than and using your vulnerability against you, because you're going to your vulnerability, is your power, and you're going to be turning this, which you are, into your success, and you're moving on and moving away from these external factors that were draining you and not for your highest good. So that is the message I have for you today. Leave me an emoji and let me know how you felt about this video. Don't forget to like and check that you have subscribed. And I do have a monthly membership. If you're wanting more support on your journey, you can check that all out, and the links down in the description box. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.